So I will just mute everyone. Forgive me for that. The way that we're going to do this event today is that we are the four of us over here. We will introduce ourselves, introduce the project, explain about different parts of what we do so far, what we did until now. And basically at the end, instead of taking questions from the participants, we hope that we gathered majority of the questions that you might have during this call on our website. On our website already, we enable a page full of information about the project, about the homes, about timeline, about basically any questions that you might have. And we also added a link where you can basically schedule a private meeting with us to talk more and to ask more specific questions that you might have. The reason why we will not take questions during this event is just because we are quite many people, and not every question is relevant to every participant. So this is we feel that it's better. We are available, so if you want to have a call with us, you can just schedule a meeting from tomorrow, and we would love to explain more. Okay.
Yeah, okay, let's introduce ourselves first. We are here in this call, two couples, me, Aya, and Jonathan.
Hi.
Yeah, we have two kids, 8-year-old and a 5-year-old. And yeah, no, I'm a guy.
Yeah, so hi everybody. Also, really happy that you all joined to hear about the project. So I'm Guy.
I'm Noam.
This is Noam. We have one kid, Suf. He just celebrated 2 years a few days ago. Yeah, so this is us.
Yeah, we're basically we know each other all our life, and yeah, it's time maybe to share a bit more about the project.
Yeah, we start with our vision. So we will let you in our vision for this project. I don't know how much many of you know about the project, but yeah, our vision is basically to live life in nature, to live, like, let's say, simple life with emphasis on the living. And in my vision, I see my kids roam free in nature, in a safe environment, in a place where I can you know, make my purpose a reality and to pursue my dreams, my personal dreams and the dreams for my family. And yeah, by buying this land in this beautiful nature, everything was very, very clear to me. And yeah, we want to live among also beautiful people, people that we enjoying seeing every day and enjoying spending time with, and enjoying seeing our kids play with their kids, and yeah, celebrate life in general. If any of you want to add on the vision.
Yeah, so no, at least from also from our direction. Also for us, it comes from the same place, you know, to live surrounded by nature. At least, I mean, we come from different. I mean, me and Nuna, we come from different places. I'm used to live in nature because I come from a kibbutz. Nuna grew up more in the urban environment, and I think for us it's a big thing for us to go in that way. And my personal dream, just for you also to, I don't know, to connect you to the personal wish behind it. So my dream is also to sculpt in the nature, to be in the nature, and to build my studio and to sculpt. I build kinetic sculptures, and basically this is something that live, I don't know, in the thoughts for many years, and we come to a point that it comes into reality. And that's, I think, just to give a little input from my direction. And I think, Johnny, you can tell a little bit about after speaking about ourselves, maybe a bit too much.
So
Maybe
obviously, yeah, it's obviously we can talk about ourselves quite a lot, especially me. I would just say that when we came up with this vision, when we came up with this dream, it was 10 years ago. We sat together, a group of friends, and we basically wanted to find a place where we can live peacefully in nature, but also develop different projects, get to know other people, not necessarily to isolate ourselves, the four of us, the two families in a farm, but basically to find something that a farm, a land that will be able to accommodate more people from around the world. So when we started the research about 3 years ago, a bit more during COVID, we looked first of all for a land where we will have the basic features, or a land that will be able to provide us with the basic things that we need. A land full of, first of all, a land with 4 seasons, where you have a proper winter, but also a proper summer, a land with water and a lot. And we are happy to say that we found it. We have a land with probably almost, I don't want to say unlimited, but unlimited aquifer water, spring water, huge river, several small rivers, creeks. So we wanted to find a land where we can create, but where our imagination is actually can think about crazy fun projects to do over there. When we started to do the research, the 4 of us looked in different places around the world. COVID was a fact, a reality. So after a first round of searching, we focused on the Mediterranean countries, and we chose eventually Spain. Aya and I are living in Spain for 5 years. Back then, we lived already for a year and a half. And we originally looked up in the Basque countries and Cantabria, but after realizing that there are more rainy days over there than there is in London, we went southern to a place called Sierra de Gredos. Now, Sierra de Gredos might not be famous on the international stage, but it's almost like an oasis in the center of the Iberian Peninsula. The Sierra de Gredos is a beautiful range of mountains that's starting 40 minutes west of Madrid and continue all the way to the Portuguese border. This place has beautiful small villages from medieval villages, full of culture and festivals and events. But I must say that what attracts us the most in our very long checklist of needs was the fact that the nature is so rich, that it's very close to Madrid. It's 2 hours from Madrid. It's even though it's in the middle of nature, you are surrounded immediately by like the immediate 10 to 20 minutes, you are in big cities and big villages. So you are in nature, but you know that you have all the necessary services for families. We're talking about doctors, and we're talking about different services that you might need. We're talking about supermarkets. So everything is close, but you're still quite hidden. And this is why the Spanish actually call this place the Forgotten Land, because it's not many people know that, including locals. Another reason why we chose this place is that when we thought about this life project, we were actually quite concerned about the future in terms of, rain, heat, temperatures, how the global warming will affect this area. And when we did this research, majority of the reports that we read about this area, majority of the papers that we read about this place, is that this place will be one of the best places in Europe to develop a long-term project, because it's protected in the center, because it has the mountain range, because you have over 40 rivers in Sierra de Gredos. And for us, it was very important, because if we are going to invest our life over here and develop this project, it was very important for us to make sure that we will not have any issues like you might have in the south of Spain with accelerating desert process, or the coasts where you basically suffer a bit from winds and from droughts. So that was very important for us. Guy, Aya, do you want anything to add?
So this area, this little village that is very close by to our land, it's walking distance from the land. So actually, even if you got stuck without a car, it's like 1 hour walk, 40 minutes, and you can get to the village, which is very, very comfortable.
Okay.
And also, this village is full of a really big international community. There is 42 nationalities and many, many other people. There is a big, big community of people that live off-grid in neighboring farms, which is nice to have a bigger community.
Also many Spanish that moved here over the years. Exactly. We feel that this place has like ticked many boxes when we analyze this place. And as Aya said, there is a positive immigration into this region. We know this place for almost 3 years. And we just see the community, both local and international, developing and emerging with each other, which is something that was very, very important for us. We didn't want to live only in an international community. It was very important for us that there will be a strong connection between the locals and the internationals, and we feel it here, which was very important for us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guy, you want to tell us?
Guy?
No, you guys are amazing. Shall we continue?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe I'll tell a little bit about, I'll dive a little bit into GECO. I'm sure there are a lot of questions arising about the area and etc. But in order not to to keep it going, I'll go straight about what's going on with the project itself right now, and also what is the plan for the future. So basically, currently as we speak, there is a school on the land. When I'm saying school, is we built a deck and we put a wooden cabin on it. There is a teacher over there. There are 8 kids in this school. It's basically I don't know how to call it, like a forest school, if I may. And we just finished the first semester and we are starting the second one. And the school currently contains I think 8 kids approximately. So this is something that exists on the land right now. There is also, we started, we call it a campsite. The campsite is supposed to include a bathroom, like toilets, showers, and the common kitchen, which is actually what you see right now in the picture. This campsite, not campsite, but base camp, supposed to like to give service to the volunteers that will come there, and basically to give basic facilities to whoever is coming to the place, because our idea is also to be based there will be, at least in the vision, it will this place will be like, it will also be based on a lot of volunteers, and we want basically to give them as much as we can, and also us, because we are moving to the land as soon as possible. We want us to have like the basic facilities and to live on the land in order to feel the seasons on the land and to develop it while living on the land and not and not outside of it. That also was part of our thing that we took under consideration. So that's what exists right now. The base camp is still under development. I mean, the structures are there, and we are about, in the next few months, we are about to basically to make it to take it to the last phase, meaning to the structure of the showers needs to contain the showers and all the drainage to the ecological circulation. So this phase is about to come. I'll jump now to the like what we're going to do in the next, I would say, years. So the first phase is about to build 2 neighborhoods that will each neighborhood will contain 5 units. When like each unit will, I will elaborate it in a second, but basically to build 2 neighborhoods of accommodation or a residential area. And this is something that will come. We are about to basically to give the plans to the authorities in about March. I'm jumping maybe a little bit to the timeline that will come in the end again, but just to connect you to a little bit to the timeline. We are about to give all the plans to in about March, and we are we think and we estimate that it will take about 1 year at the worst case scenario to get all the approvals, and then basically the approvals to start building, meaning March 2025, and then we give it about 9 months for the construction phase to build all the units. So we are talking about the end of 2025 that everything is ready, just to give us all an idea. And this is the residential area. Besides that, we are the idea is to build a commercial base that will contain from co-working area, a restaurant, festival area. There will be, we want to
retreat center.
Sorry?
A retreat center.
Retreat center. There will be, I mean, part of our vision is to fill this area with art and art events, and you know, we are still from the brainstorming stage. We are still like forming it together in our heads, and so everything is, you see that I'm throwing all our ideas to the air, but it's a vision that it's hard for me to put it in a form. But I hope you get you understand a little bit from what we want to create. That's it. I think if I'm also very tired, I'm sorry, so maybe I'm a bit confused. So I apologize.
You're great, yeah. I will complete you a little bit. Yeah, so the vision is like, yeah, we should have talked about more on the vision, but to have this really comfortable life where if you're gonna buy a house in one of our neighborhoods, you're gonna have on top of the school, which is already there, a restaurant, a co-working space you can sit and work in. We're gonna have vegetable gardens and food forests, so people living in the neighborhoods that can
we'll have we will
supply
weekly supplies.
Yeah, we're gonna have the retreat center. It's like a place to do yoga or meditation or whatever practice you do. Maybe like a guest house for guests to come and live.
Yeah, and something that is very important to understand is that we want to create a very comfortable life for the people who will join us as residents and buy a house. So the retreat center is not only for you to participate in workshops, it's also for you to develop your own career. You need a space, professional space for workshops, for treatments, for anything else. The retreat center will provide you with this solution. You work online, you need a steady, high-speed internet connection, you have the co-working space. So it's not, when you join GECO, you not only get a house, we thought about a support system that will be able to help you to make this a change in life, move to live inside the village, and most importantly, allow you to continue to basically finance this lifestyle using the different businesses that we are going to develop on the land. Now, it's very important just maybe to say, but I will say it also later, is that you have exclusivity as homeowners. You have exclusivity on different business development projects on the land. So it's not only that we develop for the residents, it's also we develop with, because we believe that in our vision, we need to empower and support what we call weakest link rather than neglect. So it's very, very important, and it's a big part of our vision.
Yeah, and also we are open to any suggestions. You know, if you have this idea and you think it's going to be perfect to do it there in the land, and yeah. So yeah, what are we offering really right now for you, the people that interested to buy a home? So basically, the offering is you get land, like private land for you for it's 1,000 square meters, and on this part of the land we're going to build houses for you. So we have a choice between a 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, or 4-bedroom house, that we're gonna give you like pre-designed models. But if you're gonna join in this stage, which is pretty early, you can also work with us on the design. And what else you're gonna get? You're gonna get like a water connection to water we're gonna pump from our aquifer.
Yeah.
You're gonna have all the appliances in the house, all the systems. So the house is gonna be completely off-grid. We're gonna make all the ecological systems for the gray water, for the black water, already installed in the house, the heating systems, which is gonna be very sustainable and economic and ecological heating system, and also the solar power, as we're not gonna be connected to the grid at all, but we offer the house also with a solar system.
Yeah.
And Yeah.
Yeah, as I explained, basically our goal is to provide you with a very nice, high quality off-grid house.
Yeah, and the house is also constructed for natural materials.
Yeah.
It's going to be mud houses.
Mud, hemp.
Yeah, combined with hemp and all the sustainable solution.
Yeah.
So quite simple house, but beautiful and comfortable, and in this amazing nature.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it.
Guy, Nona?
No, I think it's summarized. You want to add something?
Maybe later.
Maybe later.
Yes.
Okay. I will just say about the houses is that we're gonna have 3 sizes and different models for each size. So we're gonna have the first 10 houses, and people who are interested can choose between 2 bedrooms, 100 square meters, 3 bedrooms with 120 square meters, and 4 bedrooms with 150 square meters. And for each one of them, we will have maybe 1 or 2 or 3 different designs that you can choose when you want to purchase the house. I'm sure that many of you want to ask about the legality and about how do we do it. We explain everything on the website, and if you want to get more information, just book a meeting with us and we will explain to you everything. Everything is going to be fully legal, as we say, kosher. So you have nothing to worry about. We're working with our lawyers and our architects to make sure that everything will be in the highest standards that we can do.
I will just also, I just want to add that basically the reason for bring models to this project is that we want to I would say to make this construction phase first of all as fast as possible, and also not to hurt the the land so much, because if each one is making his own choices on the land, it might make this construction phase very chaotic, and part of it is to be very efficient in making it and limit it for like, I don't know how to explain it.
Just don't want the land to be a construction site for a very long time. So the goal is to build the houses all at once, so we can be done with it.
Yeah, and if there will be a different design, like acoustic different design from each one, it will make it very hard also for our to make the plans for the authorities. So we are pre-making it together with an architect, but as I said, in this stage we are always open to hear suggestions and advices. And that's it. That's what I wanted to add.
Great.
So maybe I will. I know I'm the most confused and unclear explainer, but it's obviously my turn to tell a little bit about the area. Not about the area, but mostly about the trails that we have there. And we already talked a little bit about those subjects, but we already have a trail system in the areas that we opened there that give us access on the land to different spots. Obviously, it will be, as we go by, it will be more, the trails will be, the trail system will be more, I don't know, branched and developed, and it will give us access to the whole land, because right now you need to understand it's very untouched and very bush. So we have a lot of development to do there. So that's about the trails. Obviously, we are going to build a lot of nice and cute spots to stay and to, you know, just relax, you know, in different spots on the land next to the river. I mean, it's hard to explain it. You need to be there to understand. We are going to have a lot of, as I said before, vegetable gardens, forest, food forest, spread in the area, on the land. We also want to spread like many fruit trees, you know, in different spots, basically all around the land, in a sporadic way. I don't know how to say it better than that. And obviously there is the river. So from one side, everything we are talking about obviously is on the website, but from just shortly, I will say that from the west, we are bordered with a big river, that is there is a stream all the year, that we have, you know, it's bordering with the land, so the access there is all the time.
Yeah.
And from the other side, from the east, there is like a little stream that is that the stream is only on the winter. So basically, in the summer, there is no water, but the place over there in the winter and in the spring is beautiful. I think.
And and the waterfalls, and it's just, we can talk about it on and on and on. This land is amazing in nature. It's really like.
Yeah, many of the people, many people already visited us. You're very welcome to visit us. But basically, it's 32 hectares of private land, with wild nature, surrounded by thousands of hectares of wild nature. You have a beautiful view of the mountains. These days, you can see all the mountain caps full of snow, which is amazing. A lot of wildlife and really beautiful nature, with actually great neighbors from around us, which is really nice.
Potem, maybe we can show the sketches that we did.
It's already on the website.
On the website.
Yeah. So I want to go over a few points. So in terms of your rights, because it is big, and if you hear about our project for the first time, it can be a bit confusing, right? We are developing an ecological village, and we sell houses. So in terms of your rights and what we're expecting you as future residents, we uploaded a Q&A and the full document to the website, and I will share with you the link in a few minutes, so you can just go and read everything. And as Aya and Guy already said, if you have more questions, if something is not clear, just feel free to contact us and book a meeting. But when we visioned this project, we visioned something very specific. We visioned a lifestyle that will allow all of us to live a very peaceful life, full of opportunities and full of nice experiences. We are working on the land daily since already 9 months, with volunteers, with visitors, with families, with some of our parents that are on this call already. And we made an amazing progress. Guy talked about the trails. We already opened almost 4 kilometers of trails on the land. So we did a lot of things, and we are very proud of that. But you know, it's a never-ending process. in terms of the payments and how do we do it. So on the website, you will have the prices, and the prices we try to do is the most accurate estimated prices for the units. I will just explain that before any of you, if any of you will be, it will be relevant for you, we will basically close a fixed, basically a price that will be final when we will talk about the contract. We are working day and night basically to prepare the budget and everything. It's quite hard, especially with this economy, when the suppliers and supplies and materials are basically changing all the time. But we are working hard in order to secure the best prices for the houses. The way that we're going to do it is that if you want to move forward and you want to purchase a house, you will need to deposit 80,000 euros that with the signing of a contract. Those 80,000 euros will sit in a trusted account with our law firm that working with us, and we will not be able to touch or use those 80,000 euros until we get permits and licenses from the authorities to move forward with the project. So as we are expecting to wait up to a year for the process to be over, if you are joining us and you sign a contract, your money is protected and sitting in a trustee account. In terms of the terms and the condition of how we're going to do it, we can, for any one of you who is interested, we can share the contract, the reservation contract, and the final contract. And as we said, as Aya said before, the timeline is that we hope to secure, we already in serious discussions with a few individuals who already are interested to buy a house. So out of the 10 houses, not all of them are available anymore, but it doesn't mean that it's not available the rest of the units. So in terms of timeline, we hope in the next few months to secure or basically to find 10 homeowners. And we will apply with the 10 homeowners or without them by around March, as we want to get the licenses before the spring of 2025, where basically our construction teams can go in and complete the project. So this is the general timeline. And again, everything is on. Second. And yeah, if you have more questions or anything, we will try to do this event every week or two, depends on the demand. And yeah, if you want to have a call with us, I think that it's quite a lot of information for one event. Mm-hmm. But if you want to have a private meeting with us, you are more than welcome to contact us and just book a meeting.
Yeah, there are small questions that have been asked in the chat. So yes. maybe we can answer it. Go ahead, Johnny.
Yeah, so basically the first goal is to build 10 houses, no more, no less, in addition to the houses that we will have over there. I think that it's baby steps. We will not make any decision about the second round of 10 houses before we see that, first of all, we can provide the best houses and experience for the people who are buying the houses. So for now, we are focusing on 10. We will have permits and licenses for more, but this is not something that we are thinking about it now. At the moment, we want to focus on 10 houses. I hope that it answered your question.
Yeah, and also we want to feel basically on the area, how it feels like with this amount of houses, because we don't want to make it too crowded. And of course, we can plan it on the paper and on plans and on maps, but in the end, we want to feel it physically. How is it to live in such a way? And as Jonathan said, we're gonna have permits for more, but our first phase is to build 10 houses. About the question about visuals of the houses, so as Johnny said, it's all on the website. Also the visual sketches, I would say.
Yeah, look and feel.
Yeah. I think we said it all.
Yeah.
As Jonathan said, whoever is, you are always welcome to schedule a meeting with us so that we explain more about if you have any acoustic questions that we didn't answer or doesn't have any answer on the website. Yeah, and that's it. I mean, I really appreciate everyone who came today.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
For coming. It's
Thank
very
you very
exciting
much.
for us
Yeah.
to see all of you interested in our projects. We feel very grateful for all of you being here.
So all of you from, at least from Israel, good night. Yeah, and hope to see you again and talk to you all.
Good night.
Bye. Thank
Bye-bye.
you.